Hello everybody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon! How you doing? I'm good. Oh, thank you for asking, you're so polite. Last time we had a pretty damn successful adventure. Managed to get everybody out of there with very little stress as well, and we got ourselves a couple of level 3 characters too, so making our way up in the ranks. Making our way up in the world today. It's easier than it seems apparently when you just go for a party build that consists of purely damage and you don't worry about anything else because you just bully your way through it. But unfortunately, we do have to recommit our occultist to the sanitarium, as he did not remove the negative quirk that we had intended to remove, unfortunately. So he's going to be put back in there. I didn't get too many other resources. We don't have a lot to upgrade at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead and commit him to this. And I'm probably going to commit somebody else as well. In fact, I believe, yeah, Croc has a couple of pretty bad ones. Fear of Mankind is unfortunately very specific in its degradations, but it is still probably worth addressing. Not sure if there's anybody else that I really want to take care of. I'm going to bring Malvolit with us again. In fact, I'm thinking that the lineup's going to probably be Malvolit, Chartress, Ashwil, and Tornabut for the next round of action. And I'd like to also switch up the skills for Chartress before we bring him in there, so we'll be taking care of that. So we're going to throw Croc in and get that Fear of Mankind removed, because that is something that I'd really like to address. Now, let's go to the guild, get Chartress in here, and unlock, probably going to go with Withstand and Hew, because I know I don't use Revenge, and Solemnity is not really that necessary, considering I have a pretty good healer in the form of the Vestal here. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the option to bring Wateo out. I was also wondering if we might find ourselves a Plague Doctor in the Stagecoach, because it's been a while since we've seen any of those. And I'm hoping to find one pretty soon, because that's the only character class that we don't have right now. We want to start leveling up just about every other character class, on the off chance that we need to use a particular one with a certain lineup to make progress later on in the game. I am going to go ahead and upgrade the Hew, actually, and I need to give him a little bit more accuracy for all of his damage dealers, so let's go with that. Unfortunately, Withstand doesn't really get a huge boost if you do this, but Intimidate might be worth it as well, especially considering it gives him a crit modifier, which is always nice. So we're going to make him quite a bit stronger than he is at the moment, and then switch off these other skills that I don't use nearly as much. So we'll call that good. I haven't looked at camping skills in a while, but honestly it hasn't really even taken priority. I think once I start having to rely on campfires in order to progress, that will probably be when I start to prioritize the survivalist upgrades. I haven't checked the Nomad Wagon in a while either, and probably for good reason, because I almost certainly don't use Trinkets to their full effect. Also wanted to try to get Malvolit her bleeding skills. In fact, I might take off the Yacht and the Adrenaline Rush, at least one of them. In fact, let's just go with the Adrenaline Rush, because it's good to have that AoE stun for, you know, worst comes to worst. And if it bleeds, seems like it might be my better options. Got a higher accuracy base at 85, but Bleed Out does apply a lot more damage and crit chance, and, well, the other thing that sucks about this is it does have a self-debuff attached to it, so maybe we go with if it bleeds. Bleh, if it bleeds this time around. Maybe we'll check out the value of Bleed Out later on. I think I want to give her a couple of upgrades as well. It's a pretty high accuracy base already, but I think I can stand to spend a little bit more cash. I think I've been pretty conservative up to this point. Maybe it's about time I began considering some of these upgrades. That's a pretty big dodge boost for him as well, and that health rise is nothing to scoff at, so let's go with that as well. Like that, I like that. And now, Tournament, I just want to make sure she's in decent enough shape to go out here. Get that dodge chance up. We are spending a lot of money now. Maybe I should be a little bit more concerned. Oh, and her skill set is not very good. I'm just now realizing. I kind of want to get Divine Comfort on her. I at least got to upgrade Divine Grace. We have to do that. It's unfortunate Savigny has been kind of carrying us as far as the Vestals are concerned. We have not been paying that much attention to Tournament. But you know what? This might work out. I'm going to avoid spending too much more gold. But then again, oh, well, I mean, she's definitely going to be in the back line. I don't know. I guess it doesn't hurt to have something available for her to do in the front. Alright. I think we'll call that good. We spent a lot of cash already. We have a ton of crests still, which is always nice. Now, we'll see. I'm pretty sure I don't want to go to the ruins again, and lucky for us, it doesn't actually provide us with the opportunity to do so. So, it's going to be either the Warrens or the Well today. I feel like I haven't done the Warrens too much, so maybe we want to make a bit more progress in this area. Damage stone doesn't seem too bad. A little bit of damage boost, sacrifice some dodge for it, but I think that might be okay. Yeah, we can go for this one. Explore 90% of rooms. I like it. Alright, we'll go with that. Malvolet, Chartres. Then I was going to go with a Schwil, right? Maybe Dismas, actually, or Dima. Dismas. He might be good. Although, bringing him up to the point-blank shot, honestly, I feel like that might be more trouble than it's worth. So let's try... You know, we could go with Noyers, actually. Noyers in the 3rd slot. Flashing Daggers, the Thrown Dagger, Toxin Trickery is not really the greatest. In fact, I probably want to get the Lunge back. Yeah, I'll take the Lunge. Because that can prove to be pretty damn useful, all things considered. She's pretty much only good at targeting the back line. Or not the back line, rather, but the midsection. I think she'll be okay, though. Yeah, we'll go with that. Take Noise along for a ride. It sounds like fun. And then we go with Tornabut. How are our movement skills looking? I don't think I have that many. Obviously, the leopard just kind of stands where he is and doesn't really have anything to do with that. She doesn't have that many options either. I am not stoked on this as far as that's concerned, but I suppose having one person that has multiple movement skills may round out the pack well enough. So we'll call that good. Let's provision up. Alright. I've been overstocking the majority of the time, so tell you what, I'm only going to go with... I guess it doesn't hurt to get 12 food still, and we'll go with 8 torches this time around. I'm okay with having a little bit less light, I've decided. Especially considering it provides me with an early inventory slot. So we'll take a couple of keys, we'll take a couple of shovels. We're running a little low on money now that I've spent all my stuff. So let's only... you know what, we're only going to take one of each of these things. I think we'll be okay with that. Well, then again, herbs are proving to be pretty damn useful. I don't know about the Warrens, though. I'm gonna take a risk here, and I'm just gonna avoid any kind of negative setbacks as far as spending too much money is concerned. Oh, that's right, they're full of disease and blight. So maybe I should have kept her blight cure on. Honestly, I think I'll be okay, though.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Oh boy. Well, this isn't good. This is not the kind of layout I was hoping for. Well, alright. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of difficult. Oh boy. Oh, I don't have her proper... Oh boy, yeah, I'm glad I addressed this before we got in here too deep. If it bleeds, definitely gonna be what I want to go for. Yeah. Man, I wish that was an AoE bleed. That would be amazing. Who has the AoE bleed? Is it the Jester? I think it's the Jester. That would be pretty amazing to have with these bleed stones, the bleeding pendants. Man, these are such good items. Look how good that is. How are these just common? This is amazing. Alright, let's see. The dinner cart. Not 100% sure what to do with this one. I think herbs would probably work on it. The herbs cleanse the meat. Oh, we get some extra food. Oh my god, a lot of extra food. And a cursed buckle for the highwayman, which isn't really that good, but I suppose I'll hang on to it for now. Huh. Well, that certainly takes care of our food problem. Alright. I don't think I'm going to actually pop a torch just yet. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative in that realm. Oh, look, we got a scout anyway. Awesome. Alright, get our first fight right there, and then an empty room coming up. I'm ready. Let's do it, baby. Oh, nice. Easy stuff to start off with. 2 Webers and a Spitter. We can take care of these guys. Oh, and I forgot to switch his as well. Or did I? No, I think I have the right ones for him. Oh, absolutely I do. Alright, start with a Hue. A little bit of an accuracy boost due to our upgrade, so let's go for it. Boom, baby.
With impunity.
Not a bad start at all. How about some dazzling light, get some free torches. Stun, maybe? There we go, okay. Wow, this is going pretty damn well so far. Alright then.
The fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Another plus 20% scouting chance from the Seer Stone, along with an Onyx and some Citrine. You know what? I'm going to throw that on somebody if they've got the room. Yeah. Resist Affliction is lower due to this, but I like that scouting chance boost. We'll rock it. I'm happy. Still not going to boost that torch light yet. Although we are down to 57. 4 crests are a good find. I'll take it. Alright, into an empty room now. We're going to be experiencing some low light levels as we move forward here. I'm kind of taking a gamble on this. Oh, and there's a trap. Alright, so a little bit of
Curious
stress
is the
there.
maker's art. his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Yeah, we're starting to get the stress piling up. And a most unsettling passage. Watch your step. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, whoa! That brought our torchlight down to 0. Oh, goodness. Okay, well... that's providing us with a lot of crit strike chance and loot, but... monster accuracy and damage being brought that high up. Well, I'll tell you what, we're in pretty damn good condition right now. This is probably the best possible time to utilize this. Oh, you know what? I don't have to go to this room. Yeah, this will probably be the one room that we don't go to, because I'd like to start backtracking right now. So we don't have to spend as much time as we might have to otherwise going this way. So we're going to head back here. That's going to be the one room out of the entire dungeon that we don't explore. We're going to try to head back. Oh,
Terrors
God.
may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Pitch black. Alright, well, certainly never done this before. This is a big risk we're taking here. Huge stress increases, and the monster accuracy and damage is massive. We haven't gotten any surprise encounters yet, though, so at least there's that. Although maybe I'm looking for them in this condition. I'm not really sure. I just kind of, out of nowhere, decided to make this nearly a torchless run. It's a good thing we have that extra food now, so we're in good shape there. Okay, well, that wasn't so bad at all, actually. We made it all the way back to the entrance, and now we're going to be starting off on the other side. Okay, still our campfire, still in great shape. Let's see what happens. I'm waiting for that first encounter that really just rocks my socks off, but... ooh, nice, and a little bit more food, too. Oh my god, the sounds it's making. Listen to this. Jesus Christ. This has been fairly uneventful thus far. I'm kind of skeptical about the whole thing. Okay, let's start with this. Moonshine Barrel. Reeks of powerful liquors. You know what? I'm gonna pass. I don't think we need to worry about that. We do have a shovel for this. Very good.
Prodigious are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Okay. Alright, here's our first fight. Carrion Eaters and a Swine Drummer, who is definitely going to be our first priority here. So, oh, they have blight chance as well. Oh, the drums of debilitation. Oh, and the crit.
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Alright, so our Grave Robber is in dire straits already. I don't think I even necessarily want to use Dazzling Light at the moment. Perhaps Judgment is in order, or a little bit of healing. But I'd like to try to deal some serious damage to the drummer in the back as soon as we can. In fact, the Grave Robber might be targeting him exclusively. And Intimidate is not a terrible call. Actually, it is. Because I can't target the third one, so I think the Hue is in order here. Although I probably could get a kill with the Chop. Yeah, we'll go for that. Oh, 1 damage left. Alright, Breakthrough is probably going to be our best bet here. Thrown Dagger or Flashing Daggers. We could deal some damage to the midsection, then bring the drummer back closer to the front. That might be better off. But then again, the Thrown Dagger is the highest possible damage, so let's just go with this. That's more like it.
Give them no quarter.
Just one piece at a time, sweet thing. Alright, and the Breakthrough is going to do work on these guys. Oh, baby!
Fiend.
Cray!
Singular strike.
Oh, yeah! Wow. An oddly assembled dining
Surges
table.
as the enemy crumbles.
There might still be some food scraps around.
A powerful blow.
I know, man. We were there.
Devastating blow.
What the hell is wrong with him? We got it. Don't worry. We were all there to experience it together. I'm just gonna pass up on that food source because we've already got way more than we could ever need. So I am okay in that respect. Let's see, we've got I think we've still got like 8 food. Or no, we've got even more than that. We've got like 16. So yeah, we're great as far as that's concerned. Man, those crit strikes were killer. We got some good loot from that fight as well. This Torchless run is going extremely well thus far. Oh, and then this happens. Okay, so this is probably going to be where the tide of battle turns. If anywhere, it's going to be here. So I'm getting a little worried. Okay, there's some stress. Ren for the old gods. Resist that bleed, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And we get a turn finally. Okay, so back line, definitely still the priority here. She doesn't need to heal, but I'm not getting Torchlight either. Maybe I heal somebody else just to play it safe. Then again, her damage and accuracy is too much to ignore, so let's target the wretch. Not bad, okay. Breakthrough could certainly do a little bit better now. Ball and chain, I think that's a stressor. Ooh, we resisted the stun, okay, very good. How about if it bleeds? What are the bleed chances on these guys? Pretty low resistance, actually. You know what? Yeah, this is really good. Wow, that's amazing. Maybe I go for him, or maybe I go for the guaranteed kill on the wretch if it lands. No, I gotta apply the bleed chance here. It's got a very high probability. Let's go for it. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. How about an intimidate to knock him back, or we could go for the chop for massive damage on the brawler. Pretty high chance to kill. All right then. I am happy with this. Holy cow. Flashing daggers. 3 to 4 damage. Not any kind of stun or, yeah, no afflictions based on this. A little bit of a crit modifier, though. She's got a pretty high chance to crit, actually. Let's try it out. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Still got some good damage. The breakthrough is pretty damn strong here, actually. Oh, boy. Creeping cough. Oh, she was diseased by that. That's not a lot of fun. Let's see here. I suppose... Yeah, I mean, I want to go for the guaranteed kill. Alright, then. I know, I used the word again. Alright. Let's see. If I hit him for anything... Well, let's just go for this. I was going to say, if I hit him for anything 5 or above, that's probably going to be a guaranteed kill with a breakthrough. Or I go with the if it bleeds move again on the drummer. That is very high. My god, this is insanely strong. How hard does her hack hit? This is so much better. Oh my god. This move is amazing. How was I not using this before? It's not even a debuff. The only bad thing about it is it can't target the front line. Jesus. Alright then, she's got a little bit of stress. We're probably going to want to worry about that, though. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, she's starting to get hit pretty hard. The lunge to finish it off. Oh, yes.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Hidden compartment reveals a few busts, which we are certainly happy with. We're still going torchless, man. I don't know. We got a scout. Whoa. How on earth did we get a scout? We're torchless right now. Okay. I guess I'll take it. Now, who's got my highest trap chance? It's probably the grave robber for sure. Okay, so we'll take her. What is this? Occult Scrawlings. We got extra holy water. Ooh, nice! The hero feels wrong. Excellent. Why? What? Well, that's bad. Okay, I've never would have thought that would have been the case, but... Shit. Alright. Let's keep moving, I guess. Now... We can avoid a fight if we go down here and then go all the way back around and go into this room to finish it off. So maybe we should do that. Seems like a decent idea. Another scout! My god, that scout chance on the whatever the hell we got. Killing it for us right now. We could even avoid this fight and double back around here. Then we have the campfire still. But then again, we are going for loot. I want to try to make a lot of money off of this. So maybe we just go for it anyway. Alright. Pile of bones. I feel like the bandage is going to be good here. That item had no effect. Alright, well. How about holy water? Allowing a thorough search of the purified bones. Nice! 1,150 gold. Alright, eat again. Still got plenty of food. I'm going torchless, man. This is working. Alright then. Hopefully that debuff goes away eventually. Otherwise, she's probably not going to dodge shit. Well, you know what? It might be better for me, honestly, to avoid the trap. And then we could even come through here and try to grab that loot later on. So let's just go this way. Another pack. A map inside. Well then, goddamn. Detecting all them traps, man. We have a 50-50 chance on every trap with the grave robber, too, so... I'm happy. My goodness. Alright, here we go. Another drummer, a couple of brawlers. Not too shabby. Let's start off with the backline damage. Thrown dagger here for the drummer. Not a lot of crit happening. She's got a very high chance to do it, though. I'm just hoping we get a couple of them going. Yeah, there's the bleed. Alright. Not another one, hopefully. Please don't stack it up. No, son of a bitch. Alright, he's probably going to need some healing. Drums of Doom is not nice. Not a nice move. At least it's not that much stress. Okay, we're going to have to start focusing some healing on our leper here. He's starting to wear down a bit. Honestly, let's just bleed more. This is so good. How do you ignore this? It's amazing.
Overrated.
Even if it doesn't land the killing blow, it's still just so damn strong. We can go for the Hue to maybe even finish off him. Oh, almost got it, but breakthrough does kill if we can manage to get through first. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Marked and debuffed. Lower that dodge chance. Well, you know what? This kills anyway. More goodness for us.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
That was not exactly the kind of loot I was hoping for. Getting a lot of food from this, oddly enough. Alright. Fairly simple fight, looks like. I'm gonna go with some AoE damage here on the flashing daggers. I believe this is, no, it's still no... She doesn't have a lot of status elements except for that! You bled on my best coat. I don't know why I gave her, like, a pseudo-Grandpa Baer voice there. That was kind of odd. Heal her up. Still looking pretty, man. Her stress is not that high either. She's looking okay. Oh, a stun and a mark. Alright, well, yeah, he's gonna hurt. Okay, probably some blight, too. Yep, oh, boy. Well, breakthrough it is. Oh, that was probably not the best move, honestly. That might have been guaranteed kill if we had managed to do some serious damage elsewhere. Let's try to heal him up a little bit more. No, the Hue would kill if only he was a little bit faster. We can go for the flashing daggers again, or a throne to get the back line here. Oh my god! She is killing it for me. Wow! The crit bonus from the blackness is so good. Alright, the Intimidate probably has the highest chance to hit. Let's just use this. There we go. Okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
Now, what do we get here? Bone Altar. How about another Holy Water, maybe? No effect. Might as well try a couple of things here. How about a Torch, perhaps? No effect. We're not using them anyway, so that's no damage to us. I'll just try it, I guess. Nice! Ooh, the buff to counter the debuff. 15 damage. Oh my god, she is a monster now. Holy shit, she is strong. Okay, well. Oh, I definitely need bandages for this. Yeah, we're gonna pass up on that. No, thank you. No, thank you. And now we gotta take our Grave Robber to disarm the trap. Beautiful. Okay. We're doing it, man. We're making some magic happen here. Hellion and Leper, with all these bonuses we've given them, they are just doing great, great stuff. We do have another shovel for this. We are well prepared. Now, do I, okay, eat some more food. Alright, so it turns out that we did kind of need the food that we got, so I'm glad that those situations arose when they did. And there we go! Wow! Oh my god! I mean, yeah, we leave, right? Well, obviously we're gonna use the campfire first, but did we really get what we wanted out of this? Tell you what, I might go for a little bit more. And we can still hold on to the campfire, because we're in great shape still. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna check out this loot. We don't have to worry about the torchlight, because obviously we're going torchless already. Alright, pile of books. This is a risky play, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh, unsettling passage. A little bit of stress. Alright, we're gonna take care of that all anyway, so that's not the worst thing in the world that could have happened. I'm gonna avoid the trap. Zoom in dramatically on their faces as they progress back from the alleys whence they came. Another box. Crate is empty. Alright. She's still got that very high chance to disarm. Thank you kindly, ma'am. She's still got that debuff going. I guess that's like an entire dungeon sort of thing. We could even go for one more fight, honestly. I would not really be opposed to that. Let's do it. Why not? Worst thing that could happen is we all die and I end up looking like a damn fool, but hey, I don't think that's gonna happen here, man. Especially against maggots, Jesus. Well, I don't know, maybe they'll kill me and I'll really look sheepish. I'll really look like a sheep. Stack that stun, little maggot. I wonder if it does, actually. That would be kind of shitty. They're just gonna stun everybody here? Stun locked through the maggot fights. Alright, that's a little bit better for us here. And, an Intimidate will finish it off. Okay. Not bad.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
So 150 extra gold and another blade of knives that I am absolutely not touching. But that'll do it, man. We only skipped one room and a few loot bags in the trap here. Otherwise, we got through the whole thing. Not a lot of loot from it.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
But I'm honestly okay with that. So, quarantine is a very good option here because that's a pretty damn high chance for us to all reduce stress. Well, that's all of his companions, though, but luckily he doesn't really have that much stress. And his health is not really a concern right now because we're going to leave the dungeon anyway. Produce a supply item. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know she had that. Totally useless at the moment. Chance to produce food as well. Wow. She's got some interesting stuff. Alright, Encourage is definitely going to be a good one. We're not going to use Sanctuary because we can just leave once we use all of our campfire skills. I got to remember that. Now, reduce her stress by 25, but increases everyone else's by 5. Let's go ahead and use Quarantine for sure. That was pretty good. Alright, we can use an Encourage on our Hellion. Chin up, dearie. Your fashion sense alone could fell an army. That's a nice thing to say. Compliment her back. The spirits bless you. Alright, that's not really like the girl talk I was hoping for, but I guess that works. Alright, reduces her stress by 25. We don't necessarily need to do that anymore. I don't really think we have that many more options, though. That's pretty much gonna do it. Alright. Give her a bonus for the hell of it, I guess. And we're done. Alright.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
I completely agree, sir. That was excellent. We only got 8,500 gold, so we're probably going to have to be a little bit more conservative with our upgrades the next time around, but nonetheless, some good experience for everybody. Level 3 for Malvolet. Okay, so that's going to change up our approach in the near future here. Ruins Adventure is a nice little perk. Warren Scrounger as well. Getting good stuff so far. Ooh, yes! Hatred of the Unholy and Hatred of Mankind. God damn! I am happy as a clam. At the middle of a dam.
Our state was the envy of this land.
Got rid of that fear of mankind and the nervousness, so it looks like they finally are removing the correct negative quirks there. Malvolet leveled up, and we got ourselves 9,600 gold and a good outlook for the future. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Appreciate that a lot. My name is Baer, and I will see you next time.